And we're live.
Hubby picks it up well, don't you think? Yes, I think so too. And his voice sounds even better than my voice. But you know me, I'm checking to make sure that you guys can hear us, that you can see us.
I don't think seeing is a problem. But you can hear us.
Hear us, see us.
I can hear me.
Yeah, all good. Say that.
Great. So the topic for tonight, wife?
We have a fun treat. Fresh off the blocks, we have the day 30 page out of the newly released, newly launched, what do you call it? What is it again? Do you remember what it is?
Her first digital project. Her first digital product. Sale online, link in bio.
I read something about it. Been working hard on it.
Slaving. All hours in the morning.
And no more cross eyes. As you can see, I have the glasses on tonight.
That fix your cross, eh?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it will fix the cross eyes.
Okay.
I wouldn't be trying to focus on this and something else gets in the way. I think that's what caused it the last time.
True.
But anyhow, tonight we're actually going to do one of the activities. Oh, really? Or try to do, because this one here is having, what do you call this, her midnight feed before bed. She don't like noise, apparently. Oh, how babies get so. Like, you were in the womb for all this time, all this noise, and all of a sudden you come out here, you don't want to hear the noise.
Yeah, especially at 12 o'clock when the bread man decided to drill a gap, right? Beeping your heart from the boy coming by break.
Well, he will have to know. But anyhow, good night, guys. We have... Ooh, hi, good night. That's JC_Sang. Good night, JC. Thanks for joining us.
Good
I
night.
hope you enjoyed this live. It's supposed to be quite fun. You're going to get to know a little bit about both of us, because we're doing this exercise called, hey, it's time for Ask.
That's such a weird word.
I know. Ask with the K. I'm not an English major, neither am I an English teacher, so if I am mispronouncing it, do excuse me. I'm Bajan. So, the whole point of tonight, we're gonna, well, I wrote my 10 already, so I'm prepared. Hubby, you have your 10, you say, right? Alright. So we're actually supposed to do 10 questions each. It's called like 20 questions. And it's supposed to help us to get to know each other a little bit better, even though we're married. You know, the funny thing is, a lot of people think, oh, once you're married, you know so much about the person, and that, people change, even in marriage, over time. So it is good, I tell people you should date still, but it is good to do like exercises like this to kind of keep, the juices flowing. Some things you might think, oh, well, he should already know that, or she should already know that. And then sometimes you realize that you really don't know your spouse after a certain point in the marriage. So doing exercises like these, which is found in the online product that hubby explained earlier, it's called like the 40-day fast for marriages. It's supposed to help with your communication, to rebuild, restore, and kind of renew, that spark that you kind of had while you were dating before marriage. Because, women, we love to ask questions, before the whole marriage. You want to know what we're getting ourselves into. So we kind of ask the guy a lot of things. However, sometimes, you stop asking these questions once you get the ring on it, That you stop caring, or you stop thinking, like, being curious about your spouse. So we're going to do that. I'm going to jump right in and ask my first question, because they always say ladies go first, right? Ladies go first. Plus, this is a ladies' blog channel anyway.
Clearly, right?
Yeah, so ladies go first. So my first question that I have
I'm chopping block.
Yeah, first question I have for Caitlin.
Like Guantanamo.
Yeah, that bad. So, does parenting with me scare you?
I think it comes with a lot of expectations, probably. God inspired and TikTok influence, I suppose. So I mean, it doesn't scare me. We clearly have two different, parenting styles. Where I'm your father, so it's very militaristic and highly disciplined, no nonsense, and you are get as much rope till I get there. I give you rope, and I'll pull you back. I pop your neck. So I think that's the difference between the two parenting styles. So I don't think it is. They don't scare me.
So that's a no. He's not a...
Oh, okay. All right. You want one answers?
No, I like the explanations.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I learn.
Oh, okay.
But like for myself, in terms of my brain, is that okay? No, he's not scared of parenting with me.
No.
So that's a good thing. Okay, so you wanna ask me a question, or should I just do
No.
what I say machine gun style and ask you all my 10?
Yeah, you grilling me.
Okay, grill you first, and then you grill me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So, what is your favorite part of being married to me?
Shh. This question is very heavy though.
Wait, so what kind of questions you have for me? Like, what was my favorite?
You'll cross that bridge when you get there. Your favorite color is a very serious philosophical question. You understand? Because, like you said, over time people change.
I don't think my
So your color changing. Yeah, people who join. Okay.
I don't think my color can change, but
Yeah, but your color changing could be it's a sign of something else deeper going on.
like, are you schizo?
Yeah. See what we're doing there? I'm trying to skip your question, right? What's the question again?
What is your favorite part of being married to me?
Right. So as you learn the English line, right? The favorite part of being married to you is...
That's how to teach us in English and Bajan terms. Like, you say about the exact thing, and then you just tack on your answer at the end. So,
I think the favorite part is you still loving me despite the communication challenges that we have. Okay, I think that's the main issue. I mean, the children are the children, but I think the communication challenges and the fact that there hasn't been a date night, and as somebody pointed out to you, is that you've been pregnant for, this what? Liam is 5, and Asu is 2, pregnant for what? 8 years?
well, not pregnant, breastfeeding.
Yeah, that's how you math anyway. So breastfeeding consistently for a period of time. So it is
For 5 years.
right for 5 years. So
I'll be breastfeeding for 2 more years with baby girls. So yeah.
Right.
So that'll be a consistent 7 years of breastfeeding. Yes.
right. So we still have that. We still have that love there. Still have that love there, the willingness to, make it work. Still committed to it, so that we don't. Is she crying microphone? Can you hear you breathing? Right, but the willingness to, I don't know what that is, but the willingness to, continue to stick with me.
She might like a big belch too.
With the communication issues. Right.
Next question. So what?
That was a good answer.
The fact that I still love you all through all this. As you can see, when you're breastfeeding, you're doing something serious like this.
Yeah.
You get distracted. But anyhow, next question. What is the funniest thing about your childhood that you remember?
I said, well, my child, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't really remember a funniest thing in my child. I guess I gotta think hard about that. You understand? It's like, you grew up on a farm, so you know it was a very serious time.
Oh yeah. And the funny moments. Well, I would think that somebody growing up on a farm would have funny moments like the cow, like
No, I mean,
kick
but
you in the butt or something, and then you fall on some mud or something.
no, but I think like we
Some nice story, man.
we have like two different versions of what I guess funny would be, right, Zoria? Yeah. Serious. But funny story. Well, I guess when my cousins they were learning cricket, so I used to have a good time bowling at them and licking up the stumps and everything or catching them. It's not up until a point where it's like they went to cricket camp and it's like, okay, well I can't get you no more. You licking me because we live near a pond, so you're licking the ball in the pond all the time. I was like, all right, this isn't fun no more. I was like, I can't hold you. So you bowling all these strange balls at me. It's like, all right, I can't. I ain't training this. So they hit the ball with a bat. It's like, what the ball bouncing and curving out my head. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's where my aversion to cricket came to. Along with the fact that West Indies, after a certain point, like stopped winning consistently. So I was never really interested in cricket after that. But I think that's the funniest story that I can remember.
That's a whole nother life. Something that just comes to my head. But did you ever get thoughts of wishing you were an only child? No, I don't know if y'all knew this, but Kevin has a sister and a brother. So he's not an only child, like me.
Yeah, he's the oldest.
I have siblings from my father's side, but from my mother's side, it was just me. So, did you ever wish you were an only child? I mean, I grew up in a household just me, so like
Um,
my reality is a lot different.
I guess when you're younger, you wish you were the only child. You wish you were the only child when you were younger, but I guess it was from a selfish point of view where you wanted things and couldn't get them, or you wanted attention and couldn't get it. So, you just wish to be the only child so you get everything you want when you want it. So that's not something that really crossed my mind. Growing up, probably when I was younger, probably became a boat. Yeah, but just over time, not really think about that.
I want you to list your top 5 pet peeves.
Another question?
Right now, yeah. It's my number 5 question. See, list 5.
So
things.
so technically, me answering this call is your 10, right?
No, I have 5 more.
Ugh. Top 5 pet peeves.
Yes, you could just list them.
So where's in the sink?
Guilty.
Yeah. It's like clothes on the floor. Clothes on
Oh
the
my gosh.
clothes. Hold on, clothes on the floor. It's like, okay, there's supposed to be a basket here. Where's the basket? Okay. I want to fold the clothes, but then her OCD will act up. So it's like, okay, I am not going to fold the clothes because, again, even though I try my best to go on TikTok and YouTube and see all the tutorials and videos and whatnot and get the ironing board and fold the clothes and crease the edge and everything.
He don't do anything.
At the end of the day,
Oh my!
it's still crab mash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, but there's supposed to be a basket here.
We don't even own an iron right
there
now.
is supposed to be the steamer. There's supposed to be a basket here.
From a steamer, a iron to a steamer, right?
We own an iron, it's just not functional.
Hey, Masha,
Continue.
we don't want to.
So there's supposed to be a basket here for your clothes. Where is it?
Yeah, I thought it.
Where is the basket? Let's see.
I ain't gonna do no come up things
Next
on
thing.
your life. I can just hear your pet peeves. I keep my mouth shut.
Good. Thank
That's
you.
number 2. So you
Number
hit
3
the dishes in the
is
sink, you hit the
water
clothes
or
on the ground.
stepping out onto a wet floor and coming shower. Yeah, I don't like that.
So let mat.
Or the wet mat or the floor wet is like.
That's number 3. 2 more.
I guess when people taking peanut butter out of a jar and stabbing the knife in the bottom of the peanut butter and taking out a lot of peanut butter and then smearing it over the bread and they didn't even 3/4 the peanut butter on the knife and putting the knife in the sink. And now I have to wash the knife with all that peanut butter on it. And all the dishes will taste
Like peanut butter.
and smell like peanut butter. It's like if you're going to do that, don't do it at all.
So that's number 4. And you
What's
leave the best for last. Right?
What's the best for last?
You leave the best for last.
The best for last is things on the floor or things where I'm going to sit, right? Because what if you would tell you that I sit like an old man, right?
Oh, white lord, parking, wax.
I'm gonna tell
He
you.
don't look back.
Of course.
You know that whole like us ladies, we would look back to make sure.
Because
that
when the king
there's
is
nothing in
sitting,
the chair, right?
there should be nothing there.
He don't
When the king is walking, it's like
listen, if I in the chair, he don't even look
Of
to
course.
see that I in the chair. He can just come and sit. So
Exactly.
that half his bum is just be like on me.
Han,
And be like,
these-
oh shoot, I didn't even see you there.
These are my pet peeves, not yours. These are my pet peeves. So when I walk in with Zaraya, it's like, what is child doing anyway? I say, walking here. Anyway, those are my 5. Next question.
Woo. So what is my most annoying trait to you?
Your most annoying trait to me?
Yes. What I do that is annoy you the most.
Because I'm such a good cook, right?
Oh dear.
And the family enjoys my cooking so much.
It's true.
I find they tend to be overzealous with their eating. See the Scalacate camera? They're kind of overzealous with their eating too, so that's be like, okay. You ain't gonna like, it take time to savour the food now. So it's being like kind of cringy.
Watching me scoff down your food?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But it's something that I I don't put as much weight in as I used to before. It's just like, well, they enjoy the food, everybody happy, everybody satisfied, so
Yeah, you could.
I'm happy with that.
I think I would have done a video on TikTok with me eating one of your meals at a time. It was so good, and it was like 1 minute it's there, the next minute it's gone. I inhaled that food. When I inhaled that food. It was delicious,
Yeah,
and I was grateful that my husband made a meal for me. It's a
point
big thing.
when we get to the point where we do like I guess you have somebody inserting videos and whatnot, but if you know the little Turkish guy, can't remember his name, and there's a meme too when he eating, chomp 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 chomp, and then like something enough thing where you see slow down, look around, and then just keep on chewing. I probably gotta try to find it. I can't remember the name, but if we get at that point, that
Edit, he could have just been
you just be there like that how you eat.
maybe when we're loading the video to YouTube for our YouTube subscribers, maybe we can do it as an actual video and probably edit that in.
Perhaps I do it as a meme.
I'm not a video editor or anything like that, so if you do follow us on YouTube, just know I literally just download the whole video and put like the same video over there. I have zero editing skills, but
Nor do we have the device for it anyway. I don't think the laptop could handle that. So
that's saying I would pay somebody to do happily.
got a laptop or a tower.
If it is not marketing, if it is not doing an ad, like an actual ad, you see like editing actual video like this, nah. So then what would you say segueing from that typical me. What is my most valuable trait to you?
Your most valuable trait to me is the trait that you probably don't like.
And it's my most valuable?
Yeah, it unnerved me, right? It's like, okay. Like I tell you, when I'm trying to speak to you, and you just bring it from God's perspective, it's like, I want to speak to my wife. But it's important to listen to God. God's telling me, trying to guide me and direct me in the path I should go. So I think that, so it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Whereas like, that's a good trait to have, but then it's like, yeah, God, I didn't want to talk to Dion, but you talking to Shido, it's like, let's cool it for a little bit and we talk about it. But it's not happen so I guess that's the one of the traits.
I really don't know what to say to that. I'll chew on that one a little bit.
No, but I didn't say it's not a bad thing. It's something that
But it came as your most valuable thing, so.
yeah, it's one of the most valuable things.
Okay, so what do you like most about being Kevin now? Like, putting it on yourself. What do you like most about being yourself?
Make a picture facing back, right?
I don't know, right? And after all, we're trying to make it exciting for the...
Wait, it's 50-50? Who wants to be a millionaire? Like 50-50? Like
They ain't got nobody you could call.
multiple choice?
No, you gotta ask yourself.
Can't spin a wheel?
No. You ain't know what you like by yourself? What's your best trait? Like, what is it that you love most about yourself?
What do I love most
Don't judge
about
my husband,
myself?
guys. This is... Like, if you do know yourself...
But then the question is this a typical man response? Is like, what I love more of myself?
Is it? Huh? Guys...
It's like...
Guys being here, y'all could comment at this particular point in the video down below and say, is this a man thing? Like, men don't think about themselves?
No, women can ask the men.
Or you could ask
That's probably better, yeah.
Yeah, you could ask your significant other the same question.
Like, this is a strange question. What's supposed to say? Or like my feet?
It could be anything. I'll tell you, I love most about me my personality. Why I say my personality, but this is not about me. And I don't want to drag on your life too long. Because you still got to ask me my questions. But what I like most about me is my personality. I don't hold grudges. So if people do something or I follow up with somebody, trust there is going to come a point that I'm going to forget. And I can literally like, look to call you. Probably it could be a year, it could be 5 months, it could be 2 weeks, depending on my love for you. But I don't hold grudges, period. So I always back up in people's face. Say, hi, how you doing? You good? Or if I see them on the street, like you could do me the worst thing, and I eventually forget, let it go, forgive, move on. And I just don't hold grudges. I try to live so peaceful. I try to live so like I love my personality. And I don't think a lot of people know that part of me, because you can look at me and I might look mean, or maybe how I speak sometimes because I'm so blunt as well. Mm-hmm. So if you ask me a question, trust I'm gonna answer you. Your bluntness is a valuable trait. Bluntly. Yeah. Meaning is that I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be the truth. That's a valuable trait. The reason that I'm very blunt that kind of way is like my memory is like I don't have the capacity to sit and try to remember lies. So it's like whatever you ask me in that moment, if you remember what you asked me and you ask me 5 years later, it's gonna be the same answer. Because it's like if that's what it is, that's what it is. Like that I don't have the mental. So my personality, I love my personality. I love that about me. I love my easygoing nature. I just love how open I can be, about certain situations and things. Yeah, so I would say I love my personality. I don't wait for other people to love my personality. I love it for myself. It's like, I think I'm legit cool. Like, it's like, I wish more people would get to know me, like really stick around and stuff. But I legit like me. Legit like me. Love me. Love me some me.
Yeah.
But so we'll skip that question, and I'll just look to. I don't know if that's
9 out of 10.
the other two.
Why not?
Like what's the first thing you think of when you wake up? That's easy. One word.
The first thing when I wake up, one word?
Yes, one word. Can you do it in one word?
Bread.
Of all things.
Like, gotta get this bread. You remember that meme? You crazy side cat? It's cat crane?
I by bread you mean money, right?
Yeah.
You mean door, right?
But, another day getting his money.
Yeah. So he wakes up and the first thing he thinks of is money.
Well, not really.
So,
when I wake up, it's like, first thing is, alright, want me back hurting me?
and then he's look 2 centimeters down. He see why he about hurting he because like you children literally just sprawling the baby. He stick up at the edge of the bed. So you know,
That's a good daddy, right? Yeah. It's like you slip on your floor and pin on your wall, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And last but not least, and thank you for being here with us so long. But list your top activity on your bucket list that you definitely have to do before you and I give the keys over to these kids. What's your top thing, your top activity on your bucket list?
I actually have to
Do one?
not only do one, but do one with you. Because I guess it was what I was trying to allude to in a conversation with Wifey that went sideways, in my opinion. I guess dealing with maturity and building up confidence and finishing projects and trying to get to the core of if it's fear, if it's cowardice, that kind of thing. So to go and try to achieve these things and believe you can achieve these things. Because nobody else telling you can't achieve it except you or the enemy. So I guess it's to come with a bucket list and change internal dialogue to even answer the question that you had asked earlier about one thing you love about yourself. Yeah.
Well,
So,
I don't know if this is something that couples normally get to do together, after like years of marriage and stuff like that. It's like, okay, so are you going to put in the work? What does work look like? I know I'm gonna cut this thing short because hubby has to get some rest.
what?
So we're gonna continue.
Short? What?
You actually were
Yeah, niggas tripping. What?
I was trying to get away, guys, but
What?
before I rip it out.
What? So first question.
My boy rip out the questions with you. I can't
First
understand
question.
a word there. We can't
Good.
understand. We going now, right? We going, guys.
Sanskrit.
Yes.
What you still eat chocolate even though you know it causes you to break out?
What?
See? Out the gates with the hard-hitting questions.
And he asked me about my hard-hitting questions. Okay, I am a chocolate fiend. I would say like
Fiend would imply you have a chocolate crack pipe.
I am addicted to chocolate in the sense that I'm a work in progress when it comes to chocolate. You can put away your vices and stuff like that. But I feel like Paul, in the New Testament, when he said, he just do the things that he know he should do, he's going to do. And the things that he know he shouldn't do, he's do. Saying so, but it's be like a reverse thing. So I know I ain't supposed to eat chocolate, but I still end up eating chocolate. And I just pay for it every single time. Every single time. My face shows that I eat the chocolate. So I just can't hide. It is one of those addictions that I just can't hide. I can't even hide and eat chocolate. Because as soon as I hide and eat chocolate, you see like a barrage of pimples literally just like pop up on my face. So
I think probably quality chocolate too. Cause I remember you eating that Belgian chocolate thing.
Oh
and
yeah,
and you
that
weren't getting the.
I could have hide and eat that chocolate.
Right.
And tons of it, and I wouldn't break out. But
Yeah.
yeah, we used to get a lot of poor quality chocolate out here. But I don't care. You know, they
That's
all
right.
got some crack heads that don't care if you crack bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't know if it expired. They don't know if the dope. You know, like when somebody armpit or the pants and the smell and poop on it.
Yeah.
A crackhead is a crackhead. They care if it tastes good or bad. They just want it, and that's just.
So it's a
I like chocolate.
That's a bonus question, right? So it's like top 3 things you're addicted to.
So I'm addicted to chocolate. I'm
Nicole.
addicted to Kevin Jackman, and I am also. I am also addicted to, I would say, for not wanting to sound very over religious or over spiritual, I am addicted to God. As in, it is.
I'm not just surprised that was the order you put it into.
Why I put it in the order like that is
Try not to be super religious, right?
I try not to be super religious, yeah. So I put all my other things first, but my daddy's first. As in, I can, like I said in the last life, I can literally turn every conversation back to him.
Mm-hmm.
I am addicted to my Heavenly Father. Like, I just can't explain. Like, I just am.
Yeah.
So those are my top 3.
Remember that skit that I saw with guys like the people turn washing dishes into religious experience?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's me.
Yeah.
I talk to him. I be washing dishes. I have random conversations, and he'd be like, yeah.
So another hard hitting question here. So is your favorite movie still The Matrix?
Actually, was that ever my favorite movie? That one made me pause there for a second.
See, guys, so the question doesn't have to be as,
That one made me pause. Because I like The Matrix. But somehow, when you asked me what the favorite movie, the first movie that popped up in my head was not The Matrix.
What was it?
No, it wasn't The Matrix.
Titanic?
No.
Oh.
There was a movie that I think
Asian?
Oh, my favorite movie was One Love.
Or Love and Basketball?
No, One Love. It's a Jamaican movie with the Bob Marley son guy. And that other, I can't remember her name. It's not Chevelle Franklin, but it's another girl. She was very popular back in the day. I would have to probably look it up.
Yeah, I gotta look at that. I never heard of that movie.
I had this CD, this DVD of this movie, and I would literally just watch it over and over. Every time it was like I watching it for the first time.
It was an action movie?
It had some action in it, but not like thing. It was like Jamaican, it was like a Jamaican love story, where Rasta guy meet Christian girl, and they try to explain their love to both parties because his Rasta embraced her even though she was a Christian, but her Christian didn't embrace him because he was Rasta, and they ended up like winning this music contest. It was a good movie, let me just put it that way, but it was my favorite movie, and I had it as a personal DVD, so I would watch it over and over, and when I get bored I would just watch it over and over and over. So it wasn't a Matrix. Okay. Next.
Favorite dish?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
Dish like that from you or in general?
In general.
In general, it would be chicken pasta.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Name a time during our marriage you were the happiest.
Oh. That I was the happiest. There's so many.
Aww.
And this is like the little mundane things. You see, like if we have a very good day, and what I mean by a very good day, where we wake up in the morning and like we set a plan for ourselves and we get to go out doing random family type things, so like groceries or like little mundane things, I'm really, really happy. Like whenever I get to spend time with you, I just find I'm good.
Aww.
I'm happy. No.
Rebuffed on screen, see?
No, I mean it is like I don't know if I decent on the other side.
So what is a low point for you? What was a low
I
point?
said no, we can't want no more children, right?
That should be one of them TikTok videos. He's like, kiss. Oh, another child.
I saw one. It's already out there. It's floating. I'm not the first woman to feel that way. Trust me.
Wow.
I think I sent you 2 or 3 of those. I'm not the first. Next.
So what was a low point for you?
Low point in the marriage? Oh. Ooh, that one stopped me.
Okay.
A low point.
Give me hard-hitting questions.
If I may share, you gotta give me permission to share this one if it's a low point.
I'm not sure if it's a low point.
Yeah, if you're asking me about a low point, you gotta give me permission to share or to be vulnerable in front of the camera, to be honest in front of the camera.
Okay.
Yes?
You
No?
have permission.
Okay. The lowest point in the marriage so far is the time that we were chasing a client for payment.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have done my professional thing,
Oh yeah.
and the person would have called you
Yeah.
after I would have done my professional thing.
Yeah.
And you took his side and not my side. And when you came home the evening, the look on your face was like if you were like super disappointed in me, that I would have done like the worst thing ever. You know, like it felt as though that whatever he would have said to you made you feel that I wanted to hurt you, or that I was doing something that was going to hurt you or not be in your best interest. So that was a pretty low moment for me, where it felt like you saw me as an enemy more than, you know, a help. Like you didn't see it as me trying to help you, and took his side and come home and let me have it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So that was a low point for me. Next.
What's one thing you would change if you could go back?
One thing I would change, go back where? Go
Back in your
where?
life?
Go back in life?
Yeah, probably at any point.
Oh, I would become a nun.
Okay, pretty vague in a sense. So.
If I had to go back, I would honestly go back to the time that I started to like boys, and I would literally just like stop that dead in its tracks, not like boys, and literally just decide to become a nun.
There you have it, folks. Let's see. So what's one big milestone for you?
Oh, giving birth?
Look at that. Like, from nunnery to giving birth.
And that's because I honestly never thought I would have had children. Yeah, I never thought I wanted children. My view on, I wanted to be married, yes, because I wanted legal sex, right? But I didn't want children. I never thought about children being in the mix. I used to see people with their children and go like, oh, okay, that's so nice, but yeah, leave them.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, I never understood why I had to bring another human being into what we call the craziness of the world. You know, where they're going to be hated or loved or bullied or, you know, all what I would have been going through. I honestly just didn't want to put another person through that. As beautiful as life could be sometimes, you know, like my thing was like, if I just didn't bring them, they didn't have to suffer. You know, I was quite okay with me knowing that at one point I'm going to die, you know, because I had no choice but to live. I tried, you know, taking my own life a couple times during my life, but that didn't work out. So it's like I realized I have no control over the very life that I have because I didn't give myself this life. So because I have life, I gotta live it, and when it is done, it's done. And I didn't want to put another person through all this, you know. It's like no, I just didn't want to. So yeah, that answered the question, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Next question.
Do you know any funny jokes? Tell me one.
Oh no, I'm not a funny person. Why you putting me on this spot like this? I don't know jokes like that.
See, we live in an age where it's like you get video jokes, you laugh at people's misfortune,
I
but
laugh.
yeah.
There's this. You see, I don't remember. I laugh at jokes and then I forget them. This is
Yeah.
why I don't hold grudge, you know. Because I forget it. I just laugh, enjoy it in the moment. I literally eat that moment. It satisfies me. And then I go, I leave it alone, you know. I don't go back to it unless I see it up again. And then I will laugh at it fresh. Why? I don't have... I don't have a joke that I can tell, but I do have a story that made me laugh, or something I saw that made me laugh. I laugh back.
nah.
Would that work?
No.
Oh, I don't have a joke then. I don't know jokes like that.
Right, but then that ties into the next question though. So the last craziest story you saw then.
Last craziest story.
Yeah.
Online?
So you could talk about that then. The same joke.
Oh,
If that was crazy.
it was crazy because it's like, I watch a TikTok. All of a sudden I just see this video pop up with this little boy who went to my alma mater, and he literally was like hanging through the van door and fall off.
Wow.
And when he fall off, I start rolling on the floor. I think there's one where he licked into a trash can or something like that. The one that I show you with these. Oh, that was two different videos.
Well, that's a different. I probably see that
I'm
one.
mixing two different videos. So there was one with this little boy. He jumped out the van and started rolling on the ground. And there was this other one. All these just make me laugh, right? Because I'm like, why would you even be doing this stuff? But anyhow. So the other one was like this this van conductor. He was hanging through the door. And he jumped out, you know, and started running and then licked himself into a trash can. That was pretty funny. I laugh at this. That's quite funny. You see, even says I laugh.
The last one. So what can I do to improve or to supercharge our marriage?
Oh,
Look out.
that is a loaded.
And that concludes that concludes part 1 in the 12-part series
Oh,
based
dear.
on that question.
It sounds like let's call it unshackled.
Play organ. I would pedal steel organ. Something like that.
What you can do is not really a you thing, but a us thing. I think I'll just put this plug out there. I think what we need is community. I'm putting that out there. What this couple needs is a community. We need our support system. You know, where we get to be us without the children. I think that's what's missing for us right now. I don't think that we put enough effort or energy into the us part. I think right now we just pretty much in zombie mode.
Just grinding.
Just grinding and yeah, because when I said that, when I had to sit to write these questions, right? I honestly didn't know what to ask. It felt as though like, well, I know so much about you because I study you. You know, I sit down and it was like, okay, well, even though you study him, you do know he doesn't tell you anything. So no, it feels like the more I study, the more I have to rely on my gift to know things about him. Because he's not gonna, you know, like how I would go and share, like, I just shared this and I was like, oh, you know, I like this about me, or I like this, or I like to do this, or I am happy to just share me with him, and I just talk all over the place and tell him stuff. But he's not gonna, like, take the initiative and come and share him with me. So it's like, I am sharing, and he's working. Or he's thinking about work. So it's like not learning me in a sense, or not getting, you know, to know me now, or to know what I'm thinking now. So much so that sometimes when I say certain things to you, you look at me like I just drop a bomb on you, like, wow, I didn't know that. And I'm like, wow, we here saying this for however long. Did you not hear it? Did you not pick it up?
I mean, I think that is part of. I guess that is something that for man it would change when you get married. Where is it okay? You move away from the whole dating phase where you hear all these things into okay, you gotta provide, you gotta grind, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I do agree with you that it's intentional communication as well as having a community too that would supercharge it.
Because why I say community, because we would have people that, and that community don't necessarily mean like we gotta go and pretend to be friendly with people you don't want to be friendly with. You know what I
Alright.
mean? What I mean about community is like our network. Let me just put it that way. So it's like if we need like a nanny to take care of the children, we can pay for that.
Of course.
And the reason I say that too is because people that we know, they have children too. They're married as well, and technically, it's like imagine them.
Yeah, everybody busy, everybody grinding, so.
If we here freaking out, right, with the four that we have, imagine them. They have theirs too. They need a break as well. So you imagine they have theirs, and then they gotta take care of ours too.
Yeah.
All four
Exactly,
of us
so.
on top of theirs. Just because you and me want a break.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very mindful. That's why I just like, you know, is it grin and bear it or grin and bear it? I just grin and bear what we are going through right now, only because I'm mindful that other people are going through just as much as we are, or other people going through sometimes the same things that we are going through. Other married couples are going through the same thing. They're worried about how they're going to provide for their children, so they're grinding, they're working hard, they're doing what they need to do, you know, to maintain their household and to make sure that the children are alive and safe. Because God forbid, like what these children do, which they do often, jump off of things and break the neck, you know, like just because they can. So it's like, you know, minding the kids and stuff. Like, yes. So I am just very mindful that, you know, this thing called marriage or married with children is, like I said in one of my articles that I posted, is the heaviest relationship right now in life. You know, like, so there you have it, folks. You got to know a little bit about Kevin and you got to know a little bit about me as we learned a little bit about each other. And this exercise is found in the 40-day fast journal that we just launched on my website. You can find that link in the bio if you want to take a peek through. Or if you think that it will be beneficial to you. There are days for actual journaling and then there are days for actual activity, and you do it together. You do it as husband and wife. And then there's also a assessment guide if you are not married and you are thinking of getting married. There's also access. Yes, you want to talk to. There's also access. You can always just DM me. There's access to marriage readiness checklist, which we just finished developing as well. And with all this information, you know, I'm just trying to build out my platform so that I'll be able to, you know, equip you for a successful marriage. And I would say that we have a successful marriage, even though, like, you might think, oh, well, you're not on the same page all the time. That is a successful marriage. The fact that you cannot be on the same page all the time, but you can still talk, you can still be intimate, you can still connect, you can still wake up the next day and look at this person and say, I still choose you. I still want to be with you. I'm still working. I'm still trying. I'm still here. I'm still present. And that's basically what, you know, having a successful marriage is. It's not doing the whole pretty IG thing, you know, where you just want to like dress up and be fancy and take pictures or go up to the hotels. Like, marriage is not glamorous. But a successful marriage is if you can get through every single day without saying, I want to kill you. You can wake up and you can say, I love you. I want to fight you right now, but I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to love you some more. And you want to. You genuinely want to. love that person more. You wanna change. You wanna become better for that person. You know, and that is what a successful marriage looks like. So I would say I am in a successful marriage, and this is a successful marriage, and you will never hear about us divorcing. And I could put that out there. You might hear we fight, you might hear we crawl, you might hear we talking, but any day, I told him it's till death. Because nobody ain't putting me through more divorces. I'm sorry. No, that's not happening here. And if it does happen, these children are going with a man. About time for me to live my life. So if he don't want it, the children, he will stand with me. Nice on fair. Good. Anyhow, thank you for joining the live. Big shout out to D for coming through. Derna, thanks for joining the live. Thanks to Deborah for joining the live. And whoever else, I mean, we just was in it tonight. But thank you. Shout out to Sasha. You might be sleeping. But to all my ladies out there, good night. What is he making?